Bankai.
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 Bankai. Bankai. Kannon Village. Benishine Aratame.
Unyielding.
Sakashima Yokoshima Happou Sanari.
Bankai no touch.
Katen Kyukotsu Karamatsu Shinjuu. Digerin Hyorinmaru.
Bleach is a highly respected anime that has stood the test of time. It initially gained popularity with its creative storytelling and impressive animation. Recently, Bleach has experienced a resurgence in popularity with the release of new seasons. And even better, it has also introduced even more powerful Bankai abilities. And in this video, we will be exploring those powerful abilities in Bleach's history. While there are a few remarkable ones that we won't be covering in this video, Bankai, like Kokoganryo Rikyu, Minazuki, and Haka no Togame, are extremely powerful and can annihilate hordes of enemies and can change the game. However, in this list we are going to talk about those Bankai which when used will certainly change the game. And with that being said, let's start with our first deadly Bankai on this list, which is Suzumushi Tsuishiki, wielded by Tōsen.
Bankai.
Suzumushi Tsuishiki. Enmaku.
Tōsen is an ally of Aizen, and as an ally of Aizen, you expect nothing less from Tōsen. His Bankai is really powerful, and the reason is because his Bankai creates a black void that expands to form a large dome-like space, which nullifies an enemy's senses of smell, taste, sight, and hearing. It also removes their ability to sense spiritual energy, but leaves their sense of touch intact. As a result, anyone trapped within this Bankai is left defenseless against Tōsen's attacks due to the loss of most of their senses. This leaves his opponent in the dark and gives a huge advantage to his allies. And up next we have Shinji's Bankai. This guy has a very unique and powerful Bankai. If I am not wrong, his Bankai has the top potential to be one of the best, if not the best. When I say it has potential, it doesn't mean that it is not powerful enough to compete against the deadliest ones. If we talk about the abilities, Shinji's Bankai, Sakashima, Onekoshima, Hafusagiri, is a wide area Bankai that equally and without exception targets allies and enemies both. With that being said, anyone near his Bankai experiences an inverted view of friend and foe, with Shinji the only unaffected person. As a result, throughout the period of the Bankai, allies turn into foes and enemies into allies. Now, this is the only downside of this Bankai, as it cannot differentiate between allies and enemies. Kenpachi's Bankai. Well, we don't know the name of his Bankai, but we surely know that it is super powerful. Kenpachi is undoubtedly a fan favorite character, and ever since his debut, we all wanted to see how powerful he is or how powerful he can become. During the Quincy War, he finally discovered his mysterious power. When activated, he essentially transforms into a devil-like berserker with incredible strength. He can also cut from a distance, making up for his melee limitations. Although all this gives him crazy strength and makes him look like a Red Hulk, which, by the way, can scare the shit out of anyone, but because he is so lost in rage, he can't make any strategic decisions, which is the only downside.
Bankai no Nojo. Konjiki Ashisogi Jizo.
Next we have Konjiki Ashisogi Jizo. Gosh, these names. Konjiki is wielded by Mayuri, who is the 12th Gotai 13 captain. Mayuri's Bankai has two forms, and this makes it special and powerful. The first form is called Konjiki Ashisogi Jizo, which summons a baby-like demon that can release venom. The other form of the same Bankai is known as Matai Fukui Shota. Mayuri uses this form to counter enemies' attacks. Maria Fukuin can defend and repel others' Bankai attacks and Shikai. Ichibē's Bankai takes 8th place on the list with its amazing usability. Shirafude Ichimoji, which is the name of his Bankai. Using the Shirafude Ichimoji brush, Ichibē can alter the identity and abilities of those he has marked with the brush's ink by writing kanji symbols on their bodies. For instance, if he changes someone's names to Black Ant, they will become as weak and insignificant as an ant.
Bankai. Katen Kyukotsu Karamatsu Shinjuu.
Up next is Katen Kyukotsu, Karamatsu Shinju. This Bankai is wielded by Shunsui. While being extremely powerful, Shunsui's Bankai has the best name. What do you think? Not only does it have an amazing name, but it also has an amazing ability. Using his Bankai, he generates a gloomy energy field that surrounds a wide area around him. The Bankai's activation occurs in 4 stages, with the first stage causing any injury sustained by either Shunsui or his opponent to also appear on the other's body. In the second stage, the opponent develops black spots that lead to severe bleeding. In the third stage, a massive wave of water engulfs both fighters, eventually causing the one with lower spiritual energy to drown. Finally, Shunsui uses a white thread to puncture his enemy's chest and causes their head to explode. Yeah, it's a pretty wild Bankai. Moving on, we have Digerin Hyorimaru, wielded by Captain Hitsugaya, also known as Dragon Ice. It gives him icy wings and a tail. This Bankai is one of the most versatile in the series, providing a range of abilities such as freezing power, ranged attacks, and the ability to regenerate using moisture in the air. After Aizen's defeat, Hitsugaya trained and improved his Bankai, allowing him to flash freeze large objects at a distance and negate their powers.
Kamishiri No Yari.
Up next is Kamishiri No Yari. This Bankai is wielded by Gin. Gin is a guy who betrayed the Soul Society with Aizen. His Bankai is also very different from others, as his Bankai state is like his normal state, which is different, because other Bankai wielders change their appearance when they use their Bankai. But Gin stays the same while keeping its Wakizashi form. His Bankai is actually just like his Shikai, but with massively increased strength, length, speed, and cutting power. This makes his Bankai super powerful enough that once he managed to cut an entire city in half, that too in one single attack. Kamishiri No Yari can extend itself up to 13 kilometers and is 500 times faster than the speed of sound. Isn't that just amazing? But this isn't it. There's also more than this sword can do. When it grows and contracts, it can transform into dust, and also, the blade contains a poisonous substance that kills and destroys cells, making it really deadly.
Bankai Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi.
Up next we have Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi. Wielded by Byakuya, it is a highly versatile Bankai. Using it, he can transform his blade into millions of smaller blades that he can control with his mind. He uses these blades for both attacking and defending, and they are so fast and countless that even Bankai-empowered Ichigo was not able to outsmart them, although he was able to break through them. But this is not the limit. Byakuya can also modify his blades in various ways, such as forming them into numerous full-size swords, with Sekai increasing the number of blades to attack from every angle with Gokei, and condensing all the blades into a single overpowering sword with Shukei Hakutaiken. Up next is Tensa Zangetsu, wielded by our protagonist Ichigo. Ichigo's first Bankai involves shrinking his sword but making it much stronger and more durable. In addition, his speed increases significantly, allowing him to instantly place his blade at Byakuya's throat. One unique aspect of Ichigo's Bankai is that he can maintain it for extended periods, once using it continuously for 3 months. His second Bankai's ability are not clearly stated, but it makes him powerful enough to slice through a Soul King empowered Yuwatch, who only survive due to their ability to reverse time. Up next is Kanon Biraki Benihime Aratame, wielded by Urahara, and it takes the second spot on the list because it is much more versatile than Ichigo's Bankai. If we talk about its ability, Urahara's Konobiraki takes the form of a giant woman and has the ability to restructure anything that it touches. This can be used offensively to cut and dissect a target with precision, or defensively to heal a damaged body, as Urahara was able to restore his sight using this ability. It can also increase strength, as seen when Kanon Biraki restructured Urahara's arm to make him more powerful. Overall, this Bankai has numerous uses and is highly adaptable in battle. And now the final Bankai on this list is known as Zakka no Tachi, wielded by Yamamoto. As the captain commander of the Gotai 13 and the strongest Shinigami, Yamamoto's Bankai has the ability to concentrate all the flames released with his Shikai into his sword, making it even hotter and more powerful than the sun itself. This allows it to cut through anything, and the heat is so intense that it reduces victims to nothingness, rather than simply burning them. In addition to the sword, Yamamoto's own body also reaches these high temperatures, which scorch anyone who touches him. He can also raise undead versions of anyone killed by his flames. Overall, Yamamoto's Bankai is a highly powerful attack, defense, and swarm effect in one, with the only drawback being a moderate time limit. But no matter how limited time he has, with his experience and powerful Bankai, he can turn the tables in any battle. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. We would love to know which is your favorite Bankai. Tell us by commenting down below. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to see more such content. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.